Have you ever been surfing the internet or scrolling through your social media feed and you come across a web page or a video that has a title like this? Inside the real story, what the mainstream media and government don't want you to know. You smile to yourself in a knowing way. Ah, a secret. This could be entertaining. So, just for laughs, you click on it and scroll around to read a few things or watch the video for a few minutes, and before long, you're starting to wonder whether they're really onto something. They've got interviews and photographs and testimonies of people who say they saw some really fishy things. Hang on. Is there something to this, or is this just wacky clickbait? And how do I find out? Well, grab your tinfoil hat. It's time for conspiracies and conspiracy theories in a nutshell. Part 1. First, it's really important to distinguish between conspiracies and conspiracy theories. They're related, but they're not the same. A conspiracy is when a group of people works in a secretive way to do something unlawful or harmful. This can be a small group of people, or, in some cases, a very large group. However, the larger the group, the harder it is to keep the conspiracy a secret. So, a conspiracy is something that actually happens in reality. There is an actual group of actual people who actually conspire to do something illegal or harmful. A conspiracy theory, however, is not necessarily real. A conspiracy theory is a story or narrative that is constructed to explain an event or phenomenon. In the case of a historical or political conspiracy theory, the story will assert that a secret and powerful group conspired together to do something illegal or harmful. In the case of a scientific conspiracy theory, the story will assert that the scientific community is conspiring to intentionally or unintentionally give a wrong interpretation of a phenomenon. However, in historical, political, and scientific conspiracy theories, without substantial evidence, the story is merely a theory. How are conspiracy theories created? Well, everyone wants the world to make sense, and many people are distrustful of authority or experts. So, if they observe something that doesn't make sense to them, this makes them feel uncomfortable. They start making up a story, perhaps out of their imagination, or perhaps based on the limited information or evidence they have, while filling in the gaps in their evidence with speculation. When this invented narrative is compelling to a group of people, it can spread until, potentially, there are thousands of people building entire communities around this fabricated narrative. But no matter how big the community is, the narrative is fabricated. Somebody just made it up because there was something they couldn't explain. The question becomes how to discern the difference between a genuine conspiracy that happens in real life and a completely invented fictional story that has no basis in reality. There are real conspiracies. Truly shocking things do happen. And there are powerful people in the world who do illegal and harmful things in secret. But not every conspiracy theory is an accurate picture of reality. Can you learn to discern the difference? It is actually really important that you do. The internet has allowed entire communities to form around false narratives about politics, history, and science. These communities create videos, websites, and conferences where they share their message that Earth is flat, or that the Holocaust didn't happen, or that people never landed on the moon. And, frighteningly, these groups can become very large. And, theoretically, if political conspiracy theories get big enough, they can, and even have, swayed elections. And that's not an exaggeration or conspiracy theory to say that. Now you might be saying, wait a second, I believe Earth is flat, or I believe they faked the moon landing. Oh no, this guy's in on it too. Well, you caught me. I'm in on a giant plot involving hundreds of thousands of people who are paid by the government to propagate stories and narratives that are true. It's called the education system. And if you think Earth is flat and that the moon landing was faked, or you believe in some other giant conspiracy that they don't want you to know about, then I'm glad you're watching this video, because I want you to be able to discern fact from fiction. But I've got a lot more to say about this, so we're going to need another nutshell.